Hey everyone, Timon Wellere here from forexreviews.info and welcome to another edition of the weekly Forex Algorithm Review. I hope you're all well and that you had a great trading week last week. Okay, well, in a few moments, what I'll be doing is highlighting a number of important technical point areas in the market, including opportunity areas, management point areas, and target areas. And I'll also take a look at how price action moved last week on multiple markets. Now, before we get into this week's review, I first off would like to mention how much I appreciate you all. I appreciate all the support and the likes and the shares and the comments I receive on a regular basis. And if you did happen to appreciate this video this week, please don't forget to click that like button to show support. If you have any questions or comments on this week's edition of the review, feel free to comment below this video. Also, if you want to get updates from me, consider subscribing. And if you're subscribing on YouTube, make sure to hit that bell button, click that bell button, just to ensure to get all updates from me. Also, you can get email updates from me by subscribing at the website at www.forexreviews.info. Okay, the first pair I'd like to hold this week in the review is GBUSD, and I'm on the daily chart. Now, GBUSD has just tested the 138 zone area. This is a long-term target area to the downside for all those people that are holding a sell position on this market from the 142.33 zone area, and is also an area on this market where I'm interested to look for bullish evidence in this area. And if I see that right bullish evidence in this area, then potentially looking for a move all the way up to this low area, looking left as a potential management point area to the upside, or potentially looking for a move all the way up to the 142.33 zone area to the upside. Okay, well that's it for GBUSD this week. Overall, holding the 138 zone area as a great target area to the downside for all those people holding a sell position on this market long term from the 142.33 zone area, and also holding the 138 zone area as an area on this market where I'm interested in looking for bullish evidence in this area. And if I see that right bullish evidence in this area, then potentially looking for a move all the way up to this previous low area, looking left as a potential management point area to the upside, or potentially looking for a move all the way back up to the 142.33 zone area. Okay, next pair I'd like to hold is AUD, and I'm on the 4-hour chart. Now, AUD recently broke below and closed below the 76 zone area. And now that the market's done this, what I'd like to highlight is two important areas. The first area I'd like to highlight is the 76 zone area as a potential pullback area to the upside. That if price action tests this area this week, that this is an area on this market where I'm just looking for bearish evidence in this area. And if I see that right bearish evidence in this area, like I gave in training, then potentially looking for a move all the way down to this pullback low area, looking left as a potential management point area to the downside, or potentially looking for a move all the way down to the 75 zone area to the downside. Now, the 75 zone area is also another area I'd like to mention on this market as well. And in this case, an area to the downside where I'm interested in looking for bullish evidence in this area. And if I see that right bullish evidence in this area, then potentially looking for a move all the way up to this low area, looking left as a potential management point area to the upside, or potentially looking for a move all the way up to the 76 zone area to the upside. So overall on AUD, holding the 76 zone area as a pullback area to the upside, where I'm just looking for bearish evidence and a potential move to the downside from this important area. And also holding the 75 zone area as an area to the downside, where I'm just looking for bullish evidence and a potential move to the upside from that important area as well. Okay, well that's that market. Okay, next pair I'd like to highlight is New Zealand USD, and I'm on the 4-hour chart. Now on New Zealand USD, what I'd like to highlight is the area where price action has recently been testing. This is the 70.59 zone area. As you can see, price action came into this zone. There was a short-term bounce to the upside. Price action pushed back into this area, and now the market's given another short-term push to the upside. What I'd like to highlight is that if price action retests this area this week, which I'm expecting it will, that this is an area on this market where I'm just looking for bullish evidence in this area. And if I see that right bullish evidence in this area, then potentially looking for a move all the way up to the 72 zone area to the upside. So overall on this market, on the 70.59 zone area where price action is testing and has been testing multiple times last week as an area on a pullback in this area where I'm just looking for bullish evidence and a potential move the upside from this important area. Potentially looking for a move all the way up to the 72 zone area to the upside. Okay, next pair I'd like to highlight is US Jappy, and I'm on the daily chart on this market this week. What I'd like to highlight on this market is a potential pullback area, and that is the 108.32 zone area. Last week in price action, this market broke above and closed above this important zone. And now the market's done this, what I'd like to highlight is that if price action pulls back this week and tests the 108.32 zone area, that this is an area on this market where we're just looking for bullish evidence in this area. And if I see that right bullish evidence in this area, then potentially looking for a move all the way up to the 110.25 zone area to the upside. So overall on US Jappy, on the 108.32 zone area as a potential pullback area on this market, that if price action tests this area this week, that I'm interested looking for bullish evidence in this area and a potential move the upside from this important zone. Okay, well that's that market. Okay, next pair I'd like to highlight is US CAD, and I'm on the daily chart. Now in US CAD this week, what I'd like to highlight is where price action is testing right now, which is the 128.26 zone area. This is a potential bearish evidence area that I highlighted in the previous review of this market. And my bias on this market is looking for a potential move to the downside from this important zone. First thing I'd like to highlight about this market is that I am already in a sell position on this market from last week's price action. And that I'm looking for a move all the way down to this previous low, looking left as a potential management point area to the downside, or potentially looking for a move long term all the way down to the 124.32 zone area to the downside. Now, for all those people who are not in a sell position on US CAD already, what I'd like to highlight is that this is still a great area to look for a potential bearish opportunity in this area and a potential move to the downside. Potentially look for a move all the way down to that low area as a potential management point area to the downside, or potentially looking for a move all the way down to the 124.32 zone area to the downside. So overall on US CAD, highlighting that I am already in a sell position on this market, looking for a potential move to the downside from this important zone. However, also highlighting that price action is still testing this area. So this is still a great area to look for a potential bearish opportunity in this area and a potential move to the downside from this important zone. Okay, well that's that market. Okay, next pair I'd like to highlight is gold, and I'm on the daily chart. Now on gold this week, we'd like to highlight is the 1309 zone area. This is an area that acted as really strong support, looking left back here, and back here in the past. And if price action tests this area this week, what I'd like to mention is that this is a great target area, a great long-term target area to the downside for all those people holding a sell position on this market from the 1350 zone area, which is a potential bearish evidence area that I've highlighted in previous reviews on this market. And also the 1309 zone area is not only a great long-term target area to the downside, but it's also an area to the downside that I'm interested looking for bullish evidence in this area. And if I see the right bullish evidence in this area, like I go in the training, then potentially looking for a move all the way up to this low and high area, looking left as a potential management point area to the upside, or potentially looking for a move all the way up, all the way back up to the 1350 zone area to the upside. So overall on gold this week, holding the 1309 zone area as a potential long-term target area to the downside for all those people holding a sell position on this market from the 1350 zone area, and also holding the 1309 zone area as an area on this market where I'm just looking for bullish evidence and a potential move to the upside from this important zone. Potentially looking for a move all the way back up to the 1350 zone area to the upside. Okay, well that's that market. Okay, next market to highlight is silver, and I'm on the daily chart. Now on silver this week, we'd like to highlight is very similar to gold, and that is holding a potential long-term target area to the downside for all those people holding a sell position on this market from the 1730 zone area where price action tested recently and the bears took control, gave a strong move to the downside from this important zone. And also an area where I'm just looking for bullish evidence and a potential move to the upside from this important area, and that is the 1628 zone area. This is an area on this market that has acted as strong support multiple times in the past, looking left back here. And like I mentioned before, is a potential long-term target area to the downside for all these people holding a sell position on this market from the 1730 zone area. However, it's also an area on this market to the downside where I'm just looking for bullish evidence in this area. And if I see that right to bullish evidence in this area, like I go in the training, they're potentially looking for a move all the way up to this previous high area, looking left, and low area as a potential management point area to the upside, or potentially looking for a move all the way back up to the 1730 zone area to the upside. So overall on silver, holding the 1628 zone area as a potential long-term target area to the downside for all these people holding a sell position on this market from the 1730 zone area, and also on the 1628 zone area as an area on this market where I'm just looking for bullish evidence and a potential move to the upside from this important area. Potentially looking for a move all the way up to this previous high area looking left and low area as a potential management point area to the upside, or potentially looking for a move all the way up to the 1730 zone area to the upside. Okay, well that's it for that market, and that's it for me for this review today. Thanks for watching. If you appreciate this video today, please don't forget to click that like button to show support. If you have any questions or comments on this week's edition of the review, feel free to comment below this video. Every like and comment is appreciated. Also, if you haven't checked out the Forex training at the site, such as the Engulfing Trader, the 5-day training series, or the Candlestick training series just yet, where you can find out all about this Forex training by clicking the links below this video. Okay, well I hope you all have a great trading week and happy trading.